Hi, my name is Colby Sharp. I'm a fifth grade teacher in Michigan, and I'm going to tell you about the books that I just purchased for my classroom library using money from a grant that I wrote. So get these in a place where they're not so overwhelming. Okay, so I wrote a grant, a $1,000 grant to improve the author and series sections in my class library because I know that so many readers fall in love with books because of series that they love and because of authors that they love. And I wanted to make sure just to explode that section of the library. So we have a local grant. I wrote it. I was thinking I would get like $300 or $400. I got the entire $1,000. Holy smokes. I think it's because people reading the grant know how important it is for kids to have beloved authors, beloved series that they remember forever, that touch their heart and get them to fall in love with reading. I purchased all of these books through the website Bookalicious, and I'll put all their information down below because I have an affiliate link, which if you use, which I used, and I saved 20% on all of these books. So I got so many more books than I would have got if I wouldn't have had that code and if I would have purchased from that big online place that we don't really want to talk about right now. So here we go, talking about the books, starting off with the Last Kids on Earth series. I actually don't have a ton of kids who've fallen for this series quite yet, but I know that if I can get a couple kids to read the first one, that they will definitely keep reading. And I wanted to make sure that I had every book in the series. I had 7, but I didn't have 6 or 8. So we have those now. One of the most popular series in my classroom the last 2 years is The First Cat in Space Ate Pizza. So I bought 3 books. I bought 2 of the first one and then 1 of the second one, Soup of Doom, because I couldn't find my copy of the first one, so we needed 2. And I have 1 copy of the second one. So the kids have been just checking out the copy from the library, our school library, but we needed to have them in our classroom. And you wonder where the others are. As soon as kids saw a box, they knew that I was ordering these. They're like, can we get the first cat? Can we get the first cat? Can we get the first cat? So the other 2 are already being read by kids. Max Me Out, if you haven't read this series, it's awesome. I saw this great deal on the box set of these 4, so I just purchased it. I think I only had the first 3. Now I have 2 copies of the first 3 and 1 copy of the 4th. Very exciting. Dan Santat is one of our favorite creators, and he's got a new book that he did with Henry Winkler and Lynn Oliver called Detective Duck, and I'm like, check that out, like seriously. So we had to pick that up to add to our Dan Santat collection. I was so excited to see Stump Boy was back with book 2. We have a Jason Reynolds tub, you can probably see it. It's just right over there. And so we needed to, of course, have this. Stump Boy, Jason Reynolds, Raoul III, just phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal book. You probably want to see inside, don't you? Does that look fun? Wouldn't you have wanted to read this when you were a kid? Seriously. Seriously. It's so fun to shop on Bookalicious for all these books. Next up, Chunky. Chunky has been super popular the last 2 years. Needed a new copy of book 1. Kind of beat up, kind of battered, kind of seen better days. Have a nice copy of book 2. So needed to get book 1 so that my readers can be happy. Hilo. If you're sleeping on Hilo, you need to wake up. One of the most popular graphic novel series. This is honestly, to my readers today, what Amulet was to my readers 5 years ago. Like, that's how popular Hilo is. And as soon as a kid reads book 1, Boy Who Crashed to Earth, they can't get enough of Judd's series. So check out Hilo. Amulet's still going strong. I always showed them the trailer for the 9th book, the final book in the series, which comes out early 2024, and they were blown away. And so many kids are rereading the series. So many kids are reading the series for the first time. When that 9th book comes out, it's going to be like Christmas in school. There's a new Baby Mouse, Besties, the Big Adventure books. We have the first one. We did not have the second one. Seriously, Baby Mouse. What's better than Baby Mouse? Jennifer Holm, rock star historical fiction writer, rock star graphic novelist. Can never get enough of her books. Allergic. Needed a new copy. We have a copy of this team's Megan and Michelle's book, Squished. So we needed to get a new copy of Allergic because kids have been reading that for a couple years now. It's falling apart. Mr. Wolf's Class. I love the series. It's so fun. You can tell that Aaron was a classroom teacher. He just totally gets the school world. And we didn't have field trip. What's better than going on a field trip? Snow Day might be my favorite one in the book, in the series. You know, that kind of scariness of like getting stranded at school on a snow day. Oh, I love it. But field trip, also awesome. I have a kid who's super into Ricky Ricotta, Mighty Robots, and I haven't bought these in years, so they're all falling apart. And I had like the first 2 by the first illustrator, and then like some by when Dan Santat illustrated them. So this Dave Pilkey series is so popular, so I needed to complete my series of the new updated illustrations. So got all those mighty robots, and we needed a lot of them. I thought that Wendy Mass was an author that I need more copies of. Like, I was reading her new book, Lost Library, I think it's Lost Library, that she wrote with Rebecca Stadden, and I'm like, I think that Wendy Mass is an author that I don't book talk enough and share with kids enough. And I know a lot of kids are into the Branches books, like Notebook of Doom and Dragon Masters. Kids are really into Press Start. So I thought I could, maybe hook some of them with this Time Jumper series. And then I have some kids this year who I think would love these. So yeah, I'm a big Wendy Mass fan, and I think that my 5th graders, if they were introduced to her more, would be as well. So we got those. And then we'll end with Dork Diaries. I have a girl who is so obsessed with this series. And I have, can you see, I don't know if you can see, like right there is like my stack of Dork Diaries, and I didn't have them all. That made me sad, and a new one just came out. So I had to buy a bunch of Dork Diary books. I also pre-ordered some books from Bookalicious. Like I think I pre-ordered the new Wimpy Kid. I might have pre-ordered the new Dogman, I can't remember. So I'll probably be getting some books throughout the year. So this is what I bought for my classroom library. I hope that your classroom library and school libraries are growing and meeting the needs of the readers you meet. If you're looking for a place to check out to order some books, check out Bookalicious. If you use my affiliate code, Colby Sharp at checkout. Colby Sharp, just my name, no spaces, you'll save 20%. It's a darn good deal. Yeah, my name is Colby Sharp. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have an awesome, fantastic